How about the cost to our schools? How about the bilingual education? What does that cost you? How about the cost of the hospitals? What is that costing you? What does that cost you, mister, you good liberal? We were all very compassionate. We all love humanity. We all love the next man. We all love the next man. But who's going to pay for it? You? Who's going to pay for this? This is Bolshevism. This is Obama's communism. Take from the good people and give to the criminals. Take from the taxpayer and give to the leeches. Of course they come for a better life, but they make others' lives worse. The schools are swimming in anchor babies who don't and won't speak English. And so what are the schools doing? They're not doing what they did in my day. They are lowering their standards so the anchor baby doesn't feel inferior. And what happens to the English-speaking kids? They're called racist when they want to speak English. My friends, this is the last battle. This is the last battle. 30%, I'm going to give you a fact if you're confused. I'll make it simple for you. I'll give you two facts. One, who's going to pay for it? That's number one. Let's make it real simple. Let's cut to the chase. Let's put aside all the rhetoric. Who's going to pay for this? You are, you schmuck. Just like you're paying for Obamacare and for the support of people who, let's say, are sick and need medical care and can't afford it, the young people are going to pay for it. They were hoodwinked by Obama because he was a cool black guy as opposed to the evil white guy named Romney. So they voted for the cool black guy because they've been brainwashed for 30 years, and they're filled with liberal guilt. Self-hating white children, brainwashed for 30 years by the state schools, voted for Obama. They didn't know who he was. How could anyone know who he was? Nobody knew who he was. He don't know who he is. Or does he know who he is? He darn well knows who he is. And he knows who his paymasters are, and he knows what his end game is. And he's gotten virtually everything he's wanted. And while you're fighting him on something that's already law, the law of the land, passed by the Supreme Court, he's moving on to amnesty for illegal aliens. Now, I realize that you didn't get your talking points this morning from the first talk show of the day, and you certainly didn't get your talking points on illegal alien amnesty from Wallbanger, who's still functioning on yesterday's talking points. But I'm here to give you tomorrow's talking points. I want everyone listening to this show who agrees with me, I want you to call Rush Limbaugh's show, Hannity's show, and anyone else that you can think of. I can't think of anyone else. Any other talk show that may exist where you can get on to talk about his subject and immediately switch the topic and say, hi, Rush, I love you. Can we talk about amnesty for illegal aliens? You can control the conversation. If you can't do it tomorrow, do it Friday. Flood the lines. Start with talk radio. Take the country back. One radio show at a time. If you think that radio shows are not powerful, you're mistaken. They're very powerful. But right now, they're fighting the wrong battle. They're fighting the Obamacare battle when it's already been lost. It will implode on its own volition. Fight this battle because it's not yet law. If you can win this battle, then you can turn the tide. This is the last battle. This is Washington. You want to go into that fable again about Washington and starting with that? I believed in that when I was 5 years old. I painted a picture of George Washington, and I was walked around PS 48 in the Bronx for making the best picture of Washington crossing the Trenton River. So don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about with those things. Okay, so let's give you a Trenton moment. This is your Trenton moment. We're outnumbered. The troops are starving. The troops are demoralized. We're not wearing winter clothing, and it's snowing on us. The enemy is well supplied. The enemy feels great. The enemy thinks he can overrun us. Well, they can't overrun us. There are more of us than them, damn it. Stand up and count for something, darn it. Stop being such a damn wimp. You can do something, even if it's calling Rush Limbaugh or Sean Hannity and quietly shifting the topic to amnesty for illegal aliens and why you oppose it. Yes, you can do something. You can start with your talk radio shows. Then you can blog about it. Then you can attack the Quisling Republicans. Then you can attack the Blue Dog Democrats. Oh, you can write off Nancy Pelosi. You can write off the Bolshevik wing of the Democrat Party. Write them off. Don't even waste an electron on them. They're bought and sold for a long time ago, but nothing is enough for them. No matter what they get, no matter how much they feast upon, no matter how much they pillage, it's not enough for them. This wasn't enough for them, Obamacare. You would think a sane presidency would say, you know, the people have had all they can take. Don't push them so hard. Give them a break. But no, you don't understand how Bolsheviks work, do you? They will break you if they can. They want to break you if they can. They are breaking you while they can. Well, break them back. Break them back. You are the people. You are not a serf. You're not living in the Middle Ages. You are a free person. You have the power. You just don't know it. That's all I want to say right now. I don't want to lose my voice for the rest of the week. But when I come back, I'm going to read to you again all of the rational reasons that I oppose amnesty for these criminals. I'll say it again. They're all criminals. And I will tell you again that if we permit the power structure to grant amnesty for illegal aliens, we will lose the country forever. It's over. You will never, ever have the power to change anything. You will be a serf in your own country. You can do it in your churches on Sunday. When your priest gets up there and starts lecturing you about justice for all and reuniting families, you can stand up and you can oppose that priest. Who is he? What, because he wears a white collar, he's sacrosanct? You can stand up in that church and you can say, no, Father, first of all, I oppose politics in this house of God. Second, Father, we can't afford it. Thirdly, I find it offensive that you would use this house of worship for pushing a political agenda, Father. Please stop it or I will leave this church. I will abandon your church, Father. You have that power. You can do this. You have no idea what power you really have. You don't have to march. You can just go to church. You can just call radio shows. You can email the Quislings. You have enormous power. So I say to you, my friends, there are many reasons that are rational that have nothing to do with race. They have to do with fiscal sanity as to why we oppose amnesty for illegal aliens. The lifeboat is full. A few more and we'll all drown.